Hello everybody, welcome to Nego Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Hooray, we have Keeper of Boundaries, Keeper of Abundance, and Keeper of Whimsy. They sort of all go together because when we have healthy, strong boundaries, it omits and blocks things that are negative, heavy, and super distracting that we don't need in our lives. So we can have more time for whimsy, which is our creative side, our dreamy side, our wistful side that literally brings in more abundance because it clears the path and things that make us happy and lift us and give us optimism. It's like, it brings a watershed of opportunities that brings in abundance. And I always feel abundant when I feel like I have time. I have a little bit of sunshine. I have animals around me. I have a little bit of good weather. Finally, after quite a few days of rain, it's really sunny and beautiful. We are right on the eve. Yeah, the eve of Easter. I love watching the videos on IG of the kids on the little Easter egg hunts. It's so adorable. We have a big one down in our local park too that's so great. You know, doing more of the things we love has a beautiful way of really engaging and energizing and inspire us. It helps us to cope with whatever, comes up in life because we're engaged in the right frequency of things that lift and show us new, better glimmers, all of these things that bring in opportunities, conversations, all of this stuff. So whenever you're feeling drained, it's like, just ask yourself, when was the last time I did something that made me feel the most happy, the most me? And usually that's doing, honestly, simple things, doing readings, making jewelry, speaking with my family, going for a walk, learning something crazy new. I love words and wordplay, things of that nature. So find ways to fill your life with that good energy, the people and the places that will guide us to the best version and highest frequency self, because we can make our lives feel better any moment just by doing that, just plugging into that. And, this is also a reminder with this, when we keep our boundaries and we want abundance, that means we're spending time with our favorite people and we're doing things that make us feel seen and loved and welcomed, and we have self-compassion. We are definitely cultivating an area just to be ourselves. We have mindful moments where like, ooh, this is a teaching moment, or this is beautiful. I find this happens a lot when I am in a plant store or a flower shop. The essence of nature, when it just surrounds us completely, a park, anything like that, is like how delicate and wonderful everything is. So why aren't we paying attention to these really nuanced, gorgeous moments, right? That's the whimsy. And I like socially warm environments. I like bookstores. I like happy restaurants, things of that nature. Churches, when you hear, I love when you can hear like the gospel music and everything like that. Really important within this to really be able to keep our boundaries. We do need a regulated nervous system. That's something, that I'm really, really coming to terms with. And it's harder than you think when you're not tuned into it, right? That is, hey, am I hydrating? Did I eat the right amount of food? Am I just consuming candy like I'm going to the electric chair? Things like that. Am I around people that are overstimulated, loud? I know for the longest time, I didn't realize why I would go to concerts like every decade. And then I realized, just the pumping bass and the music and the crowds and everybody, it would overstimulate me. I would literally need days of recovery just because there was so much going on that, it's fine every like 5 years or so. But if I were to do that every night, I would need to go and wheel a little yurt out into the desert and live there for a year to recoup. So we have to notice what overstimulates us, what is a little too much, all of that. And I promise you, a little peaceful walk away from noise that's just in nature is just such a calming salve. It just really, really does that. And it can help us. And every once in a while, it's like we do have to take a look at how much we allow in that peace and that quiet and that whimsy, right? Our little hearts are always saying to us, hey, you're going to find a way and you deserve better. You matter. You're allowed to follow your dreams. You're healing. Love yourself. Choose yourself. Be kind to yourself. All of these things. And that's that part of abundance and whimsy, because I realize I do. And when I notice that I do deserve all those things, we start to look after ourselves. We start to regulate that nervous system, number one, because then we feel grounded, we feel centered. So we make smart decisions. We don't just go on a wing and a prayer. We don't say yes to things like, oh, would you like to invest in this? Here, just write this check out for me. And you're like, oh, I haven't slept or ate, but this looks like a good idea. Because it's almost like drinking. I feel like our judgment's impaired when we have a dysregulated nervous system. So we do things we wouldn't ordinarily do. So this is truly looking after ourselves, being kinder to ourselves, and really believing that we are deserving of this. You're deserving of love and acceptance, of healing, of anything that, let go of things that don't encourage you. And then you kind of honor your need for growth and compassion, and you become more gentle with yourself, and you notice what those guidelines are, not noisy, pushy, demanding people, not a job that stresses you out and you're thinking about it constantly. All those type of things. Not a packed schedule. You want breathing room. You want unpressurized air. You want to be able to have these walks of whimsy. Because let me ask you this right now, because I notice I'll do this sometimes. You're on a walk. You're having the best time. You're at peace. You're observing nature. You're going to go shortly. Does your mind immediately go into your to-do list? Oh, I have to get gas. Oh, I have to go to the grocery store. Oh, I have to do this and that. Then the to-do list pops in, and now we have extricated ourselves from this beautiful environment because we're in that 3D must do, pump, like robot, pump that gas, get this, that. And it's like, to hold space for where you are as long as you're there is to be present. And that's what this is all about. This is what brings all the magic. And I really feel like we're all a work in progress when we're gentle with ourselves. We truly do evolve. We do evolve into this. So my beauties, that is what you are meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.